Okay, so now we're going to talk about non-dilutive financing options. So these are ways to finance your business without raising traditional fundraising. Um, a lot of these things, most companies I talk to aren't doing any of these things, and they're very simple ideas that can add cash to your balance sheet, and they're very simple. And so basically, if you can't slash don't want to raise capital, um, you can pursue other financing options outside of getting your customers to finance you. So here are three types of financing that are offered by many companies in the startup ecosystem. There's many competitors in each of these types of financing, but I'm going to tell you some of my favorites. Okay, so the first thing, which is a great source of capital, is research and development tax credits. So apparently something like 97% of research and development tax credits go unclaimed every year, and you can qualify for up to 250K a year. And most startups are actually eligible. You don't need to be profitable. It has to do with money that you're investing in specific areas. If you're paying payroll tax, if you have certain limits around the amount of gross revenue that you're making, it's a little bit complicated. But I was working with a company that actually looked into this and got 50 grand back. It was very easy. We got the money right away. But when I worked with that company, we had to hire an accountant to go and investigate the issue because it's sort of complex to know whether you're eligible or not. And if we had not been eligible, we still would have had to pay the accountant. There's a great company who's also the sponsor of this video called Neo.Tax. And the benefit of using Neo.Tax to investigate this is that you basically connect your accounting systems and you do a really short application with them. And they look in to see if you have any money owed to you. If you don't pay. If they can find you money back, then you do pay, but there's basically no downside to having them look into the issue for you. And if you use my link, you get a discount. Make sure to mention me, but you get a discount of $500 off the Neo.Tax fee. The second type of financing, which I see and are basically inventory financing and revenue financing. So inventory financing is for e-commerce. And so there's businesses where they effectively will purchase your inventory for you. So you'll have a PO and you send it to them, they pay the PO, and then you pay them back as a percent of your revenue after that. So it untraps your cash. It keeps the cash out of your inventory. They front you the cash. You pay them back as a percentage of revenue. They have a very transparent flat fee. They'll say 8% or 10%, and you have to pay them back, let's say, a certain percentage of your revenue until you've paid back the loan plus the fee. And this will boost your cash position massively if you're an e-commerce business. The favorite company of mine, and again, they're another sponsor of this video, is ClearCo. They're definitely the biggest player in the space. I've worked with them many times before they were a sponsor. And if you use my link, you can save $500. And so you just hook up your Shopify to take a look at your business, tell if you're eligible. And if so, they will effectively just buy your inventory for you, and then you pay them back as a percentage of your revenue. And that boosts your cash position a lot because then you don't have to make these big lump sum payments, and your revenue is kind of matched with the revenue payback. So that's like the cost of your inventory. And so that smooths out your cash flow a lot if you're an e-commerce business. The third option is recurring revenue financing. This specifically refers to mostly SaaS. And so there are businesses that sell the right to receive your recurring revenue for upfront cash today. So let's say you're a SaaS business and you have a contract and it's, okay, this customer is going to be paying me, they signed a 1-year contract and they're going to be paying me $3,000 a month for the next year. What you can go do is you can sell the right to receive those $3,000 in the contract in this marketplace, and someone will pay you upfront and then they receive the revenue. So they'll pay you, if it was, let's say it was $3K a month or something, 3 times 12, they might pay you a lower amount than the $36,000. Maybe they would pay you 90%. And so they make a spread, but then they pay you completely upfront for the contract and they receive the revenue, and it pulls all your cash flow forward so you don't have to sell equity to effectively finance your business if you have a lot of recurring revenue. And so I think the biggest company in the space is Pipe. They're not a sponsor, although I've been recommending them. By the way, if anyone from Pipe is watching this video, please reach out to me. I would love to work with you to get a discount for my audience. But yeah, Pipe is the biggest company in the space that does recurring revenue financing, and it's a really great option for SaaS to boost your cash.